get this. There we are. Here's your website. Okay, so I read your email. I'm not quite sure about what you mean by the images in the sidebar. Possibly if you could tell me that, like a page, and so there's different things. There's a home page that you've got with the 3 columns. You've got a blog post page, and you've got a sorry, let's call that a post, so a blog post, and you have a page as well. So you have 3 different types of layouts. I'm not quite sure which sidebar. The home page has got 2 sidebars. The pages have got 1 sidebar, and also the blog posts have got 1 sidebar if you want to use them. We're currently not using anything in the page or the blog post sidebar. So, I mean, possibly we could build on the widgets, like these plugins, later on. If you're happy with just the content that you've got, and you just want to kind of like build it up from there, there's search engine optimization plugins that you can get for this if you're interested in kind of improving your Google ranking, or making at least the listings look more inviting to click on. These types of things. Yeah. It might be that later on down the line you want to add more functionality or more kind of gizmos, gadgets, widgets, whatever, and then we can talk about that another time. So it sounds like you're kind of quite happy. I also am quite happy with the way this looks. I've managed to get rid of the author name and the date from everywhere now. And I guess what we need to do is look at these, the widget sidebar. You know, they're on that page back there. I was thinking about the widgets. I put 4 text widgets down here. Possibly I thought you could link to maybe your there's a form. Isn't there a form? Download a form or something. A course enrollment form. You could have a live link which you click it there and it opens up as a PDF. Again, it's completely up to you what you put in these side widgets. You can have, I would keep them as text, to be honest with you, because it's going to get really busy otherwise. Keep this as images, keep these as text widgets with links to content within inside your site. I guess I think you're okay with the menus. I did that on the last video. We need to connect your Facebook, as you said. So here are a few things we need to look at now. Basically, this website is currently living on my server and on a subdomain to my website. See up there, iridology.xl websites. We need to think about swapping this over, or I guess what I'm going to do is leave you to populate this with content and finish it off. I'm not quite sure. We also need to look at the contact page. I need an email address to link this up to. At the moment it doesn't have an email address, or if it has, it's kind of like the default one that I set up. I think I can find out for you. I think I must have put one in here. It might even be going to my email address. I guess where we're at is we need to sort of like look at hosting and doing the final kind of touches to making sure that contact page works, and you're happy with you've got the Facebook widget going and stuff like that. So the thing about hosting is WordPress doesn't export very well. So what we've done here, and if you are going to put a lot more work into this on this subdomain of my my website, we'd have to redo it all again because WordPress, although it's very user friendly, doesn't transport very well. We would basically, it wouldn't take us as long as it's taken us to build it here, but it would take a good deal of time. We got to rebuild it somewhere else. So if you want, if you have a hosting deal and you're happy with the provider and you want to continue with them, then that's what we have to do. So that's just, I said I would do it either way. Whether you want to host it with me or with someone else, it's a bit of an effort. So I'm quite willing to offer you free hosting for a year if you want to keep it on my server, or not mine, it's Pack Web Hosting, they're a very good company. But I have a small portion, and I offer cheap hosting to my clients, so it's generally a lot cheaper than what they pay elsewhere. And I can do all of the updates for them. So any WordPress updates, security, those types of things, I can just blanket cover all my clients in one go. So there is that. So it's slightly easier in terms of me accessing all of the data. You get free backups on my service. So I'm happy to do it for free for a year and €20 a year after that, which I can't see it being any cheaper anywhere else. But if you do for some reason get it cheaper, I'll price match it. So let me know on that one. So really, that's what I need to know now is where are we going with this site? Because if you're going to take it to another hosting service, we need to finalize payment, and then I can, you know, transfer the website. If you want to host it with me, there's not so much of a stress on payment, so we can kind of finish it off here, and then it's just a matter of flicking a switch, and then we just switched your website over with this one when you're ready, and it'll be basically done in a few seconds. There'll be no downtime. So let me know on that. It's basically, I wouldn't bother putting much more effort into this site now if you want to move it somewhere else, that's all. And the other thing was about your husband's site. Basically, the authors to the themes, they have a link back within the actual mechanism of the theme itself and on the index.php file. So if we were to use this theme again on another side without paying for it, they would know, because they can count it off against the sales from ThemeForest. So basically they would find out that you used the theme on two sites, and they would then either, well, potentially they could sue you, but I doubt it would get that bad. But I personally wouldn't take the risk. I would never do it myself, because they're quite cheap anyway. So I would suggest that if he really likes this theme, buy it again, or if you're going to buy one anyway, which I would recommend you do, then he should look at possibly another theme. So if it's roughly the same amount of work, I'd be happy to do it for the same amount. I think I said €150 to you, and then the theme is you'd buy the theme extra on top. So yeah, I think that's it. Let me know your feelings on hosting for this, and I guess we need to look at your husband's. I don't even know what domain he's got, what current website he's got, so I guess it would be nice to have a look at that at least. Okay, so I think that's us. Please let us know about hosting, and I guess we can then proceed. Okay, take care. Cheers. Bye bye.